Shri Gurubhyo Namaha children, welcome to our online class A Kalaiva. Today we are going to see that class 8 subject biology, the topic name is plant kingdom. Today we have to see about that angiosperm family. Okay, last session we saw about that gymnosperm, today we have to see angiosperms. Then as usual the general characters of the angiosperm. See here, see angiosperm. What does mean angio? Angiosperm means it is angio means it is closed. Angio means closed. Okay, we saw the gymnosperms means it is the open sheet plants are called the gymnosperms. What is open sheet? It has the sheet, but the sheet is not covered by the ovary. Okay, the ovary is not closed by the ovule. That light of the sheets are called the gymnosperms. No, it is the open type of the sheets are gymnosperms. Is it or not? But we have to see here angiosperm. Angio means box. Okay, box or closed. We know that the box means what is that? Usually we are using the box, we have to keep something inside the box, after that we will close that. No, that think of things is called the box. No, as well as it has the closed sheet. The sheets we cannot see naked. Okay, this like plants are called the angiosperm. Then sperma means sheets. We know very well. So angiosperms. Angiosperm means the closed sheeted plants are called the angiosperm. Okay, so the ovules are covered with the ovary. It is called the closed sheet plants, angiosperm. Next, this angiosperm, this word comes from the Greek word. This word comes from the Greek word. Okay, so angiosperm means angio in the Greek word. What is the meaning of angio in the Greek word? Means it is called the buds. Okay, then sperma means it is the sheet. So in this the Greek word angiosperm means it is the closed sheeted plants are called angiosperm. Okay, then what is the special means? We know very well angiosperm called the flowering plants. Angiosperms are called flowering plants. We saw that gymnosperms, instead of the flower they are bearing the cones, but the cones having the sheet but it is naked. We can see the sheets as straightly. No, that is the gymnosperm. But angiosperms means flowering plants are called the angiosperm. They compared than the other families, only the angiosperms only making the flowers. What does flowers means? Flowers are the reproductive part of the plant. Reproductive part of the plant is called the flowers. No. What is the reproductive part? It has the anther and then it has the stigma. Stigma means it is the ovule. So the male part, it is the anther is the male part as well as it is the female part. So both of you join together make a zygote. It is the ovule. No, this ovary having the eggs. So both of you make the ovary. After that this anther producing the pollens. This pollens enter into the stigma. After that slowly it enter here. Then it is comes to the ovary. After that this male cell and then female cell both are joined together make a fertilite. After that it is making the zygote. What does zygote mean? It is the embryo. After that this embryo only make a baby plant. It can make the baby plant. So this process is called the fertilization. We saw that now. So angiosperms are called the flowering plants. After that more than we know already we read about this the 4 lakhs. Totally we saw that 8.7 millions of species are living on the earth. Is it or not? Among this only 4 lakhs of the species are the gymnosperms. What is that? 4 lakhs are the gymnosperms. Gymnosperms means they can only, they are the angiosperm can only make the flowers. No, so they are called the flowering plants. Then they occupy, this angiosperm occupy everywhere. Everywhere means they can live everywhere except the extreme environment. Okay, but they can occupy everywhere. What is the example we can say? It can live the terrestrial place, it can live the aquatic place and then on the hilly areas wherever it can grow. No, so they are occupy every habitat. Then this habit of the plants may be herb, shrub and tree like that. Herb means we know that the mint, coriander, they are all the herbs. Next one we can say that Shrub. Shrub means the jasmine, like these plants are called the shrub. Then afterwards we can say the trees, mango and then banyan, like this many trees we can see. Okay, so we can see all the type of the plants. Next one, they have well developed vascular tissues. Vascular tissues, but the gymnosperm didn't have the well developed vascular tissues, but this angiosperms having the developed vascular tissues. What is the developed vascular tissues? See, if a plant, it has the tree, suppose it is the plant, it has the branches, it has the root system, this stem part of the plant having the two cells. Okay, what is the two cells? One is the xylem, another one is the phloem. Okay, these are all called the vascular tissues. Xylems help to absorbing the water from the soil. It absorbing the water till the end part of the plant, isn't it? Next one, phloem. The plants are getting the water and minerals from the help of the xylem. No, after that they are doing the photosynthesis. They prepare the food like a starch. This starch again are distributed to the other part of the plants. No, this work is done with the help of the xylem tissue. So these two tissues are very important for them doing the photosynthesis process. This like of plants are called the angiosperm. Angiosperm only having that well developed vascular tissues, xylem and phloem. See, next one, classification of angiosperms. Next one we have to see that classification of angiosperm. See, angiosperms are divided into two classes. What are that? Two classes. What is that? One is the monocot, another one is the dicotyledons. Monocotyledons, after that dicotyledons. Okay, what is monocotyledon? See, mono means we know very well it is the single. Okay, single means mono. Di means we know that di means two. Okay, di means two. Carbon dioxide. What is the carbon dioxide means? One carbon along with two oxygen means we are calling dioxide. No, so di means two. So cotyledons means what is that? No, sheets. Okay, so monocotyledons means the sheets, this type of the plants having a single sheet. This sheet cannot be divided. Okay, so these are all the monocotyledon. Okay, what is the next? Dicotyledon. Dicot means di. Cotyledon means sheets. These sheets we can divide it into two parts. We can divide it into two parts. No, if for example we can say the beans, like the plants, bean plants are the example for this dicotyledons. And then some many things as we can say, even the mango also dicotyledon. Why means if you removing the mango sheet from the coat sheet, after that we can soak this in the water, few minutes afterwards we can remove this into two parts. The sheets can be removed into two parts. In the inside of the things it has the germinating things. No, so if we can divide the sheets into two means that is called the dicotyledons. If it is not divided into two means the type of the plants are monocotyledon. So angiosperms are divided into two. One is monocot, another one is the dicot. Next one. First we have to see about the characters of the monocotyledons. Characters of monocotyledons. See, we know very well if a plant mean it has the leaf, stem and then root, like this things is no. We have to see one by one characters. First we have to see about the sheet. Already I say that sheet means it has the one cotyledons. The sheets are the one cotyledon. I told you no, the sheet cannot be divided into pieces. No, pieces means it is not useful like that. Then next one is the root system. If you are saying the root system, it has the, what is that? They have the fibrous root system. We know that the roots are two things, two type of roots are there. No, one is the fibrous root, another one is the taproot. No, so this fibrous root means they cannot grow in deep into the soil. Okay, this like monocot plants roots cannot grow deep into the soil. They are growing along the ground. Okay, so these are the taproot system of the monocot plants. Next one we can say about the leaves. Leaves are parallel venation. We know very well if a leaf means it has the vein part will be there in the leaf. No, this leaf, but the monocot also having the leaf. We can see the leaf will be looking like this, is it or not? But this venation, we can see the dicot plants having this veins, no, but these veins having that parallel, but here, okay, they have the branches, but here this monocot plants having parallel venation. Parallel means the veins are going even on each other, okay, they are having the parallel veins. Next we have to see about the flowers. The flowers are trimerous. Trimerous means they having that calyx and corolla. Calyx and corollas are the three. They have mostly three types calyx. It is the, we are saying the petals, and then calyx, corollas, they are all presenting only the three numbers. Okay, pollination. Pollination, we know that the male part of the sex organs joined with the female things. No, it is called the pollination. Okay, this fertilization happen with the help of the wind. Mostly in the monocot plants having the wind pollination. The wind is help to happening this pollination process. Okay, and then what is the example for this monocot plants means? We can say grass, paddy, banana, like these plants are example for the monocot. Even the bamboo. Bamboo, we know that no, it is looking like a big tree, but it is not actually a tree. It is a monocot plant. Okay, and then we can say the coconut tree also is there, and the palm tree. These are all example for the monocot. Mostly this monocot plant didn't have the branches like a coconut tree. Coconut tree usually they didn't have the branches. No, these like plants are the monocot plant. Okay. Next one we have to see the dicot plants. See, we know that what is the characters of the dicot plant as well as the monocot. There we have to see here also flower, seed, everything. Okay. First we have to see the sheath. The sheath of the dicot having the two cotyledons. They are having two cotyledons means we can divide the sheaths into two. Okay, we can divide into two parts. This is the two cotyledon. Next one, plants have the root system. They have that that I told no, the taproot system. They are having the taproot system. Okay, taproot system means the root tip can grow inside the soil. It can growing deep into the soil. Okay, it is very strong compared than the monocot plant. If it is the heavy wind means the monocot plant having only the they are growing only near side of the soil. So as suppose it has the heavy wind means it can fell down. Okay, but these are having the very strong taproot. The root will be growing very deep into the soil, so they are very strong compared than monocot. After that we can say about the leaf. The leaf are having reticulate venation. Reticulate venation means I told usually if the leaf is there means it has the vein. No, this vein having the branches, so it is called the reticulate venation. After that we can say that flower. Flowers are tetramers or pentamers. Tetra means 4. Tetra means 4. Okay, penta means 5. So this dicot plants having 4 petals or 5 petals. Okay, tetramers or pentamers. Pentamers, what is that? That corolla, calyx we saw there. No, this is our. Okay, see here we can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 5 or 4 petals will be there, corollas, calyx, like this it will be present in the 4. Okay, and then very differentiated. I told here no, there we saw that monocot having the corolla and then but they are 3 and we cannot differentiate clearly. But here the corolla and calyx we can differentiate clearly because it has the attractive colors, so it is very easy to differentiate. Then the pollination is occur here insects, with the help of insects. See, mostly this like dicot flowers having the colorful petals. Okay, and then they secreting the nectars also. So this is the reason many insects come and sit on these flowers. While they sitting on the flowers, the pollen grain of the flowers can attach with the leg of the insects. The same insects going to sit on the another flower means what will happen? The pollen grains will attach into the another part of the stigma. So the pollination is occurs here very easy. And then what is the example for the dicotyledon means? We can say bean, mango, neem, these are all example for the dicotyledon plants. Thank you children. To receive our online lesson, please press the subscribe button and will receive our latest updates. Thank you.